Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to Firewood at the Furnace. My name is Brad. If it's your first time here, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you like what you see here. And for those of you who come back every Wednesday morning and the first Friday of every month, I definitely appreciate you all being here too. So what's going on today is I got a little pile of ash logs here behind me. That's still left over from the fellowship. Kind of separated those from a couple of the piles that were in the back of the yard and brought them up. So today I want to get all this cut up, split on the axis, and we'll put it right in here to the IBC totes. I've been working with the axis a little bit. I got a few totes here that are already filled that I want to get moved out of the way and over to the bundle staging area. We'll get some empty totes over here and continue filling them up. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to run the 500i. We're going to run the axis. We'll get the skid loader fired up and warmed up as well so that we can get these totes moved. So stick around. So while the skid loader's warming up, I'll just show you around the yard here real quick, give you a little update. This is the last row that I'm working on cleaning up. I got a few more pallets to get rid of there and some still to replace. This is the row that Jack's been working on. He's been stacking some wood and some totes there. That's just about done down there. And then in the middle of this row, still got a little bit of ash laying back there and a little bit of wood to stack right up there. We've had a little bit of snow. You can see from the camera angles here that we're starting to harden up a little bit. The top layer is frozen right now, so it still is a little soft underneath, but things are looking better as time goes on here. So let me get these totes right here moved out of the way. We'll get some of these empty totes that are over here brought to the conveyor on the axis. We got some wood to cut, and then we'll get it split. All right, the saw's all fueled up, oiled up. I got my chaps on. We're gonna measure out 16 inches and cut all these. But this round over here, this big boy right here, I guess I'm gonna have to noodle it. Probably put it in half or maybe quarters. But once we get all this cut up, it won't take that long. We'll get it split on the axis and into the totes. So let's go ahead and fire the 500i up, give it a second to warm up. It's pretty chilly out here. That 500 is cutting like an animal today. I mean, it always cuts good, but it's cutting really, really good today. I spent a little bit of extra time this morning playing with the rakers a little bit more than I normally do, and it wasn't much, but definitely a noticeable difference. I sharpen all my saws with the 2-in-1 sharpener, and it does a really good job. But when you get done with that 2-in-1 sharpener, take a flat file and go over those rakers maybe like once, twice at the most. You get a little more aggressive saw. That thing's really pulling hard today, and just eating through that ash. I mean, I know ash is a little bit easier cut than some other woods, but I cut a lot of ash, so I can definitely tell a difference. And I might just keep doing that with the rakers from here on out. But right now, I'm going to fire the saw back up, and we're going to noodle up this great big round. I just measured it, and it's 41 inches. For those of you who might be wondering, 41. I'm glad I waited till close to the end of the cutting to noodle that big round, because I don't know what I hit, but there was something in there. This is one of the worst teeth. I mean, this chain was running super sharp there. You guys saw it. But we've definitely got to get this chain back in shape before we cut anything else with it. So I'll try to figure out what I hit there. But we've got most of this already cut up, so we might just go ahead and split that, and I'll deal with that chain once we get this done. that was 16 minutes and 21 seconds of recording time to fill one tote with bundle wood. Now that time includes, of course, setting up the cameras, getting them going, then putting my gloves and hearing protection on before I actually started splitting. And then when we were done, coming back and shutting the cameras off. So I think we can probably say 16 minutes flat to fill an IBC tote full of campfire sized bundle wood. Now you could probably do it a little quicker if you were splitting bigger sized pieces. You wouldn't have to cycle the ram as many times. But for me, splitting this campfire wood, size is about like this, 16 minutes flat. So not too bad at all. You probably did see me throwing some wood over top the one camera angle there. It was going into that tote back there with the label on it, 3265 corrosive. I don't know what used to be in that tote. But the chunky stuff and the stuff that's not going to make really nice looking straight bundle wood, that's what I do. I just throw that stuff into that tote over there, and I can still sell that to someone else. Still good firewood, just not pretty firewood. So I'm going to split the rest of this up here, move this one tote out of the way and get the empty one in place. Finish that up and I'll be right back. So I'm sitting here working on the second tote. Started filling that up and started running through this other stuff. And I got to the great big round. You remember earlier in the video, I told you I hit something. Didn't know what. Well, I found it. And it is a doozy. There it is right there. A great big old nail or spike or something. And when you hit metal in wood, a lot of you already know this, but if you don't, when you hit metal, your chain goes from cutting really well to cutting like crap. I mean, it's like a light switch. You're on and then you're off. So that's why I didn't finish quartering that, because the saw was cutting so bad, and I haven't finished cutting those two short pieces laying over there either. But yeah, that's the metal we found. So I am going to go ahead and touch the saw up and finish quartering that great big round up, cut those little two short sections that we've got left there to do, and then clean this little bit of mess up. So all in all, a good day other than hitting the metal with the saw. We got that accomplished what we wanted to. So don't forget that next week, 3 days in a row. Just how the day of the month is falling this for February. You'll have next Wednesday's video. You'll have Thursday live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then Friday morning is March 1st, So you'll have your first Friday's video for the month of March. So 3 days in a row. When the days fall like that, it puts me to work getting content out for you all, but it'll be there, and I hope to see you all there. So until then, I hope you all have a great week. Take care.